Hey, it's April from the Notebook Garden, and today I thought I'd take you guys outside and start flagging my garden bed. So I bought myself these flags to use so I can use them as markers. I unfortunately am using this very, very small ruler or tape measure, I guess you can call it. I wish I had my husband's big long one, but I don't, so this is just gonna have to work. So let's get started. The first thing I want to measure out is kind of like, I know I want 3 feet, and then the bed's 3 feet, and then 3 feet in between each bed. So I'm gonna get started with that first. This area is so big, it's hard for me to really decide exactly where I want to put it. But I know I want to use this area that's a little bit flatter for my husband's purposes, so that's less leveling out for him. So that's where I'm going to start at first. The thing I'm going to do is start out by flagging the end of where I want the garden to stop. So that's where the 3 feet before the first bed will start. And so now I'm going to grab my tape measure and I'm going to measure 3 feet from that flag, and that's where the first garden bed will start. I'm going to walk in between these two markings just to see how I feel. I might even take my wheelbarrow through it, because my idea is I want to be able to walk through and get the lawnmower through it, and I want to be able to get the wheelbarrow through it. So let me just walk by and see how I feel. It might have to be bigger than 3 feet. Let me grab the wheelbarrow and we'll try it out. So it's a little snug. I think I'm going to try, let's try 5 feet. Maybe 4 would work, but we're going to try 5. No, you can't take my flag out. All right, let me run the wheelbarrow through that. I like 5 feet better. So in between each bed will be 5 feet. As you guys can tell, I have my trusty sidekick with me that I'm pretty sure is going to take up every single flag I put down. Having a puppy and training her to do this stuff with me is going to be challenging, but I want her to be that dog. Alright, let's mark the first bed. So I said 3 feet is how big I want my beds. This is the beginning of one bed. Actually, guys, now that I think about it, I need to, that's the beginning of the garden. I actually need to make this one from that flag to 24 feet, because I forgot that I want my 24 feet beds in the front of it. So let me actually measure out 24 feet instead of this 5. Remember from my drawing that I showed you guys on my last video, I'm going to have some beds out in the front. They might not get built, but I need to make sure I leave enough room for them when we're first doing this garden bed. So let me go ahead and measure out that 24 feet. I don't know how big this ruler goes. going to stop it at 10 at first, which is exactly how big this wheeler is, 10 feet. All right, let me put it on this flag. Flag to mark this 10. Once I take this flag up and put it at the end of that, that's going to make 20 feet. And then I'm going to add 4 more feet, and that'll be the first bed. So from this flag, the other flag is really, really hard to see because it's up against that orange, but it's really close to that. That's a big bed. But that'd be my first bed for the front of the garden. So the next part of this is measuring out the 3 feet, which is the width of the bed that I want. So put a flag there, and then I'm gonna go down the other end and do the same thing, and then we'll have our first bed. Let's make the second 24 feet bed. I think the distance between this bed and the next bed I actually want about 10 feet, and that is because I want a walkway to the greenhouse. Remember, the greenhouse is going to be in the middle, so I want there to be a little pathway to the greenhouse. So I'm going to make this in between 10 feet. So that, where those two flags are, we'll start the next bed. So now I've got to do the my 32 beds are going to be going straight this way. I am working on this today, and this is going to be probably a shorter video, and I can keep making videos of me working on this. It's kind of cold and windy out here, and I just don't do good in the cold. I was very excited and wanted to get some of this started, so I couldn't help myself. But I'm going to at least try to get this 132 bed done, and then I'm probably going to hit inside because I'm kind of cold. Alright, so remember, I want 5 feet in between my beds so I can move the wheelbarrow. So I'm going to mark out 5 feet right quick. This tape measure is kind of hard to use, so I think I'm going to get my husband to help me find his rolling one that I like so much. I think I'm going to rough draft this, and of course get his help to make it better. And how I'm going to rough draft it is I'm going to use my feet, which don't count because I am like a size 8, and I know that a foot is 12 inches. Wait a minute. I'm size 8, 12 inches. Anyways, I think you get what I'm trying to say. My foot is not a foot. So let me go ahead and rough draft this 32. Well, if I sit there and rough draft it, I might actually get more measured today and get my husband to come out here and actually for real measure it with me. Curious to how close I am, so I'm going to use this ruler right quick just to see how close I am. I'm actually not too far off. That's probably more like 3.5 instead of 3, but my husband will fix it. So this is a 32-foot bed. I'm going to go 5 feet. We'll go 5 feet that way to start the next 32. Another 3 foot. And I'll start here and we'll do 32 again. The 2 beds that I plan on having him make. What I might do actually, because my goal is to have 3 beds here and 3 beds on the other side. I just don't think we have the materials this round to make all of those beds. So I think I'm going to flag out another 32 bed just to see what it looks like. Because I'm kind of curious of what it would look like. Find the 32 mark. I'm not the best at making straight lines. This is a rough draft. It's to get us started. This is what 3 beds would look like. I know I'm going to try and flash it. I think that the blue flags for the camera purposes were probably not a good idea. I looked at white flags, almost got them. Now I kind of wish I did get some white flags for y'all to see better. But let's see what you can see on the camera. Yeah, just like I thought, the blue flags, you really can't see the far away ones. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here because you kind of get the gist of what I'm talking about. Hopefully soon we can start working on actually building the beds. My husband needs to get some rocks in so that we can use rocks to kind of level the beds because we plan on making raised beds. I don't want them all the same height kind of thing, so use the gravel to kind of get it where I want. I do thank you guys for watching my video. Looking forward to sharing some more with you guys. If you remember, if you like my videos, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.